Sheri Nixon of Keller Williams has joined me. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, always good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing great, doing great. Yeah. It's near the holidays, so
it certainly is. That came very quickly this year.
I know.
Yeah,
it's the end of the year
did.
already.
I'm not sure how that happened. So speaking of the end of the year, though,
yes.
we want to talk kind of about the year that you've just had. Give us a little bit of overview of that, and then we're going to delve into some of the details.
All right. Yes, 2021 was excellent. I sold over $40 million worth of real estate here in Hilton Head and Bluffton. So it's been a great year.
And it is a great year.
Had a lot of buyers and a lot of sellers, and I love it.
Yeah. Well, clearly you're doing something right.
Yeah, so, thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about that, delve a little further into the buyers and the sellers. But let's start with the buyers. What are you seeing, obviously people are coming from elsewhere, I think,
right.
Mostly. Is that what you're saying, mostly?
Yes, definitely buyers. I mean, they're coming, as always, from all over, and mainly the East Coast still, although I'm seeing a trend more of people from Texas and California, where we haven't had as many from, especially West Coast, but definitely they're coming here. And I think it could be, in California, things are so expensive. Their oceanfront, compared to our oceanfront, we've got a bargain here.
Right.
So yes, so I'm definitely seeing more of that. But still, if I had to break it down, where probably the top place, though, people are coming from is more Atlanta, Georgia, Savannah. Georgia definitely is winning for the most buyers that I'm seeing.
Huh.
And where we used to have so many, it was like every other person was from Ohio.
Right.
Seems like Ohio and Pennsylvania are being beaten out by New Jersey, New York.
I was going to say, I've seen a lot of New Jersey and New Yorks around.
Yes, so we have a lot of them from all over New York, upstate, and we've got lots of people from there. And two, as I say, we're seeing more too from Charleston. I think, they love Charleston, but it's getting more crowded. And if they love the Lowcountry, I think Hilton Head Island has been a better place for them to come. They're leaving Charleston to come here for maybe a little less traffic and an easier lifestyle. So
that is all really interesting.
Yes.
Kind of really fascinating demographics there.
Yes.
And so what are people buying?
Okay, they're buying, all over the board. I'm seeing them buy, a lot of people buying the second home investments, the villas, all of that in the, the beach communities, Sea Pines, Palmetto Dunes, Forest Beach, all of that. And then two, when they're coming to live here, it's all the communities in Bluffton, Hilton Head, and two, those gated communities that have the high golf fees, no one's balking at that because they're coming from places with high fees and they're loving the country club life. So definitely they're buying everywhere, it seems. Anywhere they can find a house.
Right, exactly. When they can find one, they snap it up.
Yes, exactly.
So let's talk about that aspect of it a little bit. And what is the motivation for most of your sellers, or what has it been this year?
So most of my sellers, and I looked through today just to see, most are definitely, it's going to be that second homeowner, the person who owns a second home here, maybe a villa. Those are what I'm seeing. Those people are selling more.
Okay.
Because if they have a home here, it's a good sign to see that they don't want to leave, and if this is their primary residence, I don't see as many of those leaving. I see the people selling, they're going to make a lot of money on that villa they purchased, and maybe then, the buyers or the sellers that live here, there's plenty that want to buy and move up maybe to a pool or that. They're just kind of, not
they're
as
waiting
much.
Because it's not there.
It's not there.
Yeah.
And maybe they have a house to sell, so they're not going to beat out someone who's coming from someone else, already sold their house, ready to buy, ready to go.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm seeing my sellers. Although I do have some examples of sellers that purchased, and I have 3 different examples, and they're making a lot of money really quickly. I have someone from Bluffton who bought in Rose Hill, and then it turned out they had to go to Florida for work, made a quick $60,000. Someone else bought in Bluffton, like Lawton Station. Then they decided they wanted to be in Riverbend, made $73,000 in just 5 months.
Wow.
And then even Colleton River, someone bought a year ago and decided they're going to go maybe to a retirement community, and they're making $600,000 in a year.
That's amazing. What great information you gave us today. That was really exciting.
Yes.
Thank you, Sheri, for being here.